Hi, in this video I'm going to show you what is a VPN and very briefly how it works. Now, a definition. A VPN is a virtual private network, and it basically creates a secure encrypted connection over the internet. This is how they started. Corporate firms used it to protect their access to their networks. It functions as a protective tunnel, so everything inside this tunnel is protected, and it's between whatever device you're using and websites. VPNs also effectively mask or hide your IP address and your physical location. So if you want to keep your location secret, or you want to change your location or pretend you're in a different place, a VPN is what you need. So, the basic mechanism. Okay, so we start off with your device. Now that can be your computer, your tablet, your smartphone, anything. And it initiates a connection request to the VPN server, which is here. Your VPN server then acts as an intermediary for all your internet traffic. So everything goes through this VPN server, okay? Then it goes out to the internet. Anything on the internet, any website you visit, will only see the IP address and the details of the VPN server, which can be tightly controlled. It won't see anything about you. It won't see what computer you're using, what OS you're using, what your IP address or anything like that. The other benefit here is Mr. Hacker cannot access any of this vulnerable information here because it's all encrypted. So it's completely protected. So all this is encrypted. The encryption process. Basically, the encryption happens on your device before it's transmitted. So a VPN needs client components, which a piece of software or an application that goes on your device or your phone or whatever, and that handles scrambling your data, and it also sends the request. It creates the encrypted data tunnel, which the data travels, so it's completely protected. And then the VPN server unscrambles your data before sending it on to the website or the application or whatever it is online. And when it comes back, it does exactly the same in the return path. So it's encrypted to protect it coming to you. And you get the data is unencrypted on your client device. Right, so let's just see quickly what the essential VPN components are. So you've got a VPN client. So this is the software applied on your device. It starts the connection and manages all the settings about what protocol you're using and stuff like that. Protocols are the language, the communication rules. OpenVA, there are lots of different ones. I wouldn't worry too much about these, but the ones you'll see are OpenVPN, WireGuard, and IKEv2. Lots of the bigger VPN services have their own protocols as well, which you can select. Some of them are configured for different reasons, maybe difficult to detect or faster or different levels of encryption. The VPN server is what you talk to. This is the remote computer that receives your connection, and they're all over the world. And the other thing to mention is the security algorithms, such as AES 256. Any military grade protection will do. Okay, let me just show you the VPN in practice. Okay, here's the one I use. It's called NordVPN. You can see here, this is a software that sits on my taskbar. And here are the servers, the VPN servers all over the world. You can see NordVPN gives you quite a good range. All over Europe, Africa, South America, North America, and off onto the Far East as well. So let me just show you how this works. Let me connect to a VPN server somewhere. How about Algeria? I'll initiate the connection, and all that is clicking on a server. So that's now I've got a connection between me and an Algerian VPN server. Let me just show you how this works. We'll go to a website which basically looks up your IP address, which virtually every website does nowadays. They all do this, and they're going to look where my location is. And of course, I'm protected by the VPN server. And you can see that's my location in Algeria. Won't try and pronounce any of these names, but any website thinks I'm in Algeria. So when I go into Google, I'll get Algerian kind of results. I'll be able to access Algerian web-only websites. Admittedly, I'm not going to do this very often, but hopefully this just demonstrates I have got an encrypted tunnel between my computer and an Algerian VPN server, and that's hidden from anybody online now. Okay. What are the key benefits of the VPNs? Hopefully I've mentioned them here, but just to summarize, privacy is a big one. All these websites, advertisers and governments that track your data and do little marketing research on every aspect of your device and put cookies on and all sorts of things like that. You're much safer. You're hidden from them. Your location is not aware. They don't know what OS you're using or anything like that. They can only see the VPN server. Here, this is the same thing, really. You can access anything, anywhere. So if you're blocked from any site, so you can't watch your favorite TV site or a YouTube video is not available in your location, we've all seen that. Just change to a VPN server in the right location, you can watch it. So basically, it's called geo-blocking or geo-tagging or geo-restrictions. You bypass all that. VPN is incredibly important if you're using public Wi-Fi. Your data is extremely insecure when you're using somebody else's Wi-Fi network. You're basically reliant on them to have configured the router and are not doing anything nasty with your data. And next time you go into your local Starbucks, do you think they've got super secure networks? Starbucks are probably better than most, but a VPN protects you against that. It's also useful for preventing throttling. Now, by this I mean lots of ISPs limit the amount of data you can use in certain activities. So, for instance, streaming videos or things like downloading torrents or peer-to-peer networks. If you find that your data's being slowed or restricted in that, VPN will stop you because they can't see what you're doing. Your ISP knows everything about what you do online, every website you visit, every activity you enable, except when you've got a VPN enabled, and all they see is an encrypted stream going to a VPN server. Choosing the right VPN doesn't have to be complicated. Provider reputation is a big one. Look at the most famous ones and check the prices, see if they're reliable, and look for user reviews. There are 4 or 5 really good VPN services like NordVPN. Check them out and see which is best for you. Server network is important. As you can see, NordVPN had servers all over the world, and the bigger VPN services do. If variety and different locations is important to you, make sure they've got a server in the location you need. I use UK servers more than anything because I watch the BBC iPlayer when I'm travelling, and I need a UK VPN to work. No logs policy, important. Make sure the provider doesn't store your activities. The only record of where you're going and what you're doing is potentially in the log of the VPN. Make sure that the VPN service deletes that log as a part of its standard protocol. Then you're completely your privacy is properly protected. Device compatibility. Some VPNs only work on laptops. Check your VPN provider. Make sure it supports things like smartphones, tablets, Chromebooks, stuff like that if you need to use it. If you don't, all be well and good. Security features, not so important. Well, important. Most of the decent ones, again, if you pick a decent VPN service, this will be covered. But you can check the encryption strength and the security protocols they use. And that's all for now, thank you. I hope that has served as a brief introduction to VPNs. They don't need to be complicated. They're really useful and, I would argue, an essential tool in today's online world. Okay, thanks for watching and bye for now.